Good morning. I'm actually going to show you today how to make a single crochet stitch. We're going to do that for the washcloth that we're making, and then I'm going to show you a half double crochet, okay? Because those are the two stitches that we're going to use for our washcloth. All right. So I made these chains. There are 25 of them. Okay, I went across and did that. Now I'm going to grab my yarn again and wrap it around my baby finger, bring it around, and I'm ready to go. All right, so when you start after your chain base, you want to always count over 2, no matter what stitch you're using. When you're done your base chain, you count over 2 stitches on the top. We're going to be using the top of the strand, okay? So 1, 2, and then the third one, okay? So count over 1, I'm going to count over, 1, 2, and I'm going to go into the third chain. 1, let me show you. Okay, so need to get in front of the camera, that would help. All right, so do you see my chains? I want to go over 3 of these chains, not right next to my loop. Count the next one. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to be going into that third stitch. 1, 2, 3. And see, I went into the third stitch over. 1, 2, 3. And I made a kind of bigger hole there so you could see it right here. This one right here. Wish I could get on top of it so I could show you better. There we go. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go in the top of the stitch. See that? Remember how we held our yarn? All right. So I went into the third stitch, and if you can see, oh brother, there we go. Again, you guys have to give me a little forgiveness because I'm not used to videotaping. But you see you have 2 stitches on there. I'm going to yarn over and come through the first stitch. So I have 2. I'm yarned over. I'm going to pull it through the first one. Okay, so now it's kind of like hooked on there, right? So now I still have 2 because I went over the 1 stitch and I yarned over and I pulled it through. Now I'm going to yarn, you always go under your yarn, right? Under, and I'm going to pull it through both of them now. Whoops. This is what I end up with. My hook fell out. But let's try it again. So you go into the stitch. I'm sorry, this is like not easy to show. You go into the stitch, right? So I have 2. Where's that loop in the way? Hang on, I want to show you that I have 2. Oh brother. Try do this again. All right, let's go into our stitch again. So I have one loop on my hook, right? So now I'm going to go into the chain to the strand. You see that? So now I have 2 on my hook. I'm going to yarn under and pull through the first one. Can I do that? And then yarn, always go under and then pull through both of them. Okay? Again, yarn, hard to see. Dark yarn on this video is hard to show you, but there you go. Sorry about that. And I'm sending you a link. Mr. Tetro is probably going to do that. Send you the link to one online so that you can see better, because they're better filmers than I am. But here's your 2 stitches, and then we're going to pull through. Wait, did I do that? No. Nope. We're going to yarn under the first one, and then we're going to come through both of them. Okay. So see, I've done like 3 stitches now. So go in the top of the thread. I went in the top of the thread, and you can't see because it's blocking. Okay, I went into the top of the thread. I'm going to yarn under, pull it through, and then I'm going to yarn over again and pull it through both of them. Okay, and we're always going to go through that top strand of our chain. Okay, you don't want to go through both of them, you want to go through the top strand. Whoops. You're going to go through the top strand, you're going to yarn under and pull through, and then you're going to yarn under again and pull all the way through. Okay, you can see better maybe? Yarn, I put in my chain, right? I'm going to yarn under, oh goodness gracious, sorry. So I have 2 on there. I went in my chain, I'm going to go under and pull through, and then I'm going to yarn under again and pull through both of them. Okay, that's your single crochet. Go in the top of the chain that you made, the top strand of the chain. Okay, top strand, yarn under, pull through. Whoop, you got caught, hang on. Okay, I'm going into my top strand of my chain. I'm going to yarn under and pull through, and then I'm going to yarn under and pull through both of them. So I end up with just 1 on my hook until I go into the next chain, right, like I just did. I wish I could show you better. So I just went in my chain, that's the blue one. I'm going to yarn under, whoop, yarn under and pull through the top one, that blue one, and then yarn over and pull through the purple ones. Again, yarn under, pull through that chain, and then yarn under and pull through the whole, all 2 of them. Okay, here's my chain, it's blue. This is good because one's blue and one's purple, I can show you better. Okay, go in the top strand of your chain. I don't know why this is getting, okay, there we go, we have, oh my god, sorry, there's 2 there. Okay, now I'm going to yarn under and pull through the top one, that's my chain, and then I'm going to yarn under and come through both of them. Okay, now you can do that all the way till you get to the end of your row. So one more time, chain, top of your chain, strand, and yarn under, always go under. Okay, pull through the chain, and now I have 2 purple ones on there. I'm going to yarn around and come through. Okay, go through the top of my chain strand, which is not working here, sorry. I don't know why this gives me such. Okay, so I went through my chain, and again I have my middle finger and my thumb holding onto my chain. I yarn under, pull through the top, the chain, and then I come through both of them every time for single crochet. go in my chain. That's what I'm doing now. I went in my chain, yarn under. See, I'm going up, pull through that one stitch, and then come through both of them. Whoops. There we go. Go through the top strand, and I want to show you I have 2 on my chain, on my hook. Yarn under, pull through the first one, yarn under, and pull through both. One more time because it's easier to see now that it's blue, light blue. Go through my top of strand of my chain, yarn under, and pull through, and then yarn under and pull through both. Okay, so you can see my single crochet line. Whoop. Okay, so you want to do that to get to the very end. Okay, we're almost there. And when you get to the end, you're going to chain 1 and then turn. This might be one of the hardest rows you ever do because it's the first row, but once you get the first row going, it's always easier, okay, to grab hold of the stitches. All right, okay, so we go all the way to the end. I'm in my chain. Let me pull this down so you could see. I'm in my chain. I'm yarning under and pulling through 1, 2 on my hook. I'm going to yarn under and pull through both of them. Okay, same thing all the way to the end. This is giving me such difficult time today. There we go. So yarn under, pull through the top one, yarn under and pull through both. Okay, went through the top strand, yarn under, pull through. Let's do that again. Okay, went through my top strand. Help. Okay, yarn under and pull through, yarn under and pull through both. Now I'm on my last stitch. This is the last chain, 25. Okay, so I went under just like I always do and pulled through, and then under and pull through both, and then I'm going to chain 1 and then turn. Okay, and once I turn, I'm going to go again from my loop here. I'm going to count 3. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go in the third top strand, yarn under and pull through, yarn under and pull through both. Okay, all right, that's the single crochet, which is a major stitch that everyone uses. Okay, that's a base stitch for most anything that you're going to make. It's in probably in almost every pattern that you'll get, that you'll use to make something. Now I want to show you half double crochet, because double crochet would be single crochet, then double crochet, right? And then you have a triple crochet, but we're not even going to get into that. But the half double crochet is going to be used in our washcloth, so we want to learn how to do that one. And what you do is you wrap your hook around the yarn, right? And then put it in the stitch. the top strand of the stitch. So if you can see, I'll move this around so you can see, I have, oh my gosh, it's so hard to show you. I have 3 stitches on my hook. There. Is that better? No. There you go. That's better. You see the 3 stitches? Okay, because I yarned over and went in, right? So that made the 3rd stitch. So now what I'm going to do is go in that first stitch and pull through, and then I'm going to pull through all 3 of them. Watch. Underneath, I'm going to pull through all 3. So I'm going to show you again. Yarn over into the next, yarn over, and then I'm going to go in the next stitch, the top strand. Now I have 3 on there. I wish you could see 3 on there. I'm going to yarn over and then yarn over and come through all 3. And that's your half double crochet. One more time. Next stitch. Okay, so I wrapped it around. You see how I wrapped it around my hook? Right? And I'm going to go under the first top of the first stitch, the next stitch. I'm going to go through the 1, and then I'm going to go through all 3. Okay, and that's your half double crochet. So take a look at the videos, okay, that are linked, and they are able to film it better and show you the 2 stitches that I just showed you. Okay, and please, if you're doing this, send it to me in an email. Send me what you have. I'd love to see it. Okay, thanks. Have a good day.